Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned into X Television's coverage of UGC Season 12 Highlander Platinum action. My name is Duder, and I will be bringing you tonight's game with my new friend, my first-time caster, Kip. Say hello.
Hi, Duder. Yeah, we have not casted together yet, and it's a horrible travesty and a shame, but is all about to be changed tonight. So groundbreaking, revolutionary action happening here on eXtv.
We are bringing you two teams that are undefeated this season in Platinum, the Electric Temptations, ET, versus SyOps, teams that are both completely loaded with some incredible Team Fortress 2, Highlander, and Six's talent. We're going to see a lot of invite players from the ESEA League and some high-level CVO play and some guys that have been around in Highlander for quite a while. Before we kick things off here, I do want to say, just like Kip said, we've been trying to get together to do a cast for quite a while. It just hasn't worked out. Really happy to be able to partner up this evening and bring you guys some Team Fortress 2 action while X-Tine is away. Had to step out for the Portland Burnsiders LAN up in Portland, Oregon. I know he's got some special stuff coming for that, so keep an eye out on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/comft. That said, Kip, tell us about these teams. I know you're pretty familiar with one after you just had your marathon cast yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, for those of you who didn't know, was a Team Fortress.tv Highlander Invitational Cup, where eight platinum teams out of UGC North America did go at it in a one-day Invitational Cup, and it was absolutely epic, and I won't spoil it, well, I guess I'll probably have to, but it was ET and DRS at the final conclusion, and ET had an amazing showdown right before that in the semifinals with GC, Gentlemen's Club, of course, the pretty much foregone conclusion winner for the season. A lot of people are thinking it's just one of those teams that's absolutely stacked with Ruin and etc. But ET really able to bring it and absolutely showing flashes of brilliance that they had last year in the playoffs as well. So ET, looking forward to this. I think their roster, like you were saying, is really, really strong. I think FaZe is going to be having a really nice time on this map. We'll see. FaZe, of course, one of the better snipers in UGC Platinum, and it will definitely be up to Corsa to keep him under control. But my money's going to be on FaZe in this battle.
Yeah, looking at the rosters here, there's a lot of names I recognize from my seasons in UGC. I played in Silver. Not patting myself on the back there by any means.
Yeah, but that doesn't count anymore.
Decimate, a phenomenal scout, played against him in lobbies and all kinds of stuff before. Satan, I know from the Blunderful team, one of the better pyros I've ever played against, and even some of my good pyro friends, Ethel, he will come out and say that Satan's definitely one of the best in the game. FaZe, an amazing sniper. It's going to be a lot of fun to see these two teams go down, and of course we've got some well-known names over on SyOps with Tic Tac on Soldier, Kapow on Demo. I mean, these are guys that have a lot of competitive Team Fortress 2 experience. That's going to be excited to see how these two match up tonight.
Yeah, and of course, SyOps, the kind of revamped, reformed baby punching marathon. So a lot of players there who have a long history of Highlander. So definitely got that experience going on, if not necessarily the name recognition. We do have Dog Floaties and Lydia, who I think it's both their first seasons here in these in Platinum. So still kind of getting used to playing at this high level stake. SyOps didn't do too great in the competition yesterday, but they did have, I think they had a few ringers. So we'll see if they can bring it today. But yeah, Kapow should be fun to watch, but he's going up against 38 Special, who absolutely was absolutely dominant yesterday. He gave Mustard Overlord a run for his money in terms of damage output on their every time they met, and 38 Special definitely shaping up to be one of the dominant demos in this league and division. So I think keep an eye on him and how he and Kapow battle it out. But honestly, I think my prediction, if we're going to go ahead and make predictions so far, I think ET is going to be able to take this. I would say 2-1. I do see SyOps being able to get one round off of them.
And of course, the only possible scores here on Payload Upward are 2-0 or 2-1. Any other score than that, it's either misreported or your team captain's an idiot. Yeah, I agree. I think the Demo Man matchup in this map's going to be fun. Going to be interesting to see what the Soldiers decide to do. We're going to be running Black Box. Going to go for maybe some crazy Market Gardener kills. I don't know. Is that even banned this year? I have no idea. They banned Market Garden this year? I doubt it. It'd be silly.
I have no idea. But Caber is always an option with the Demoman.
There you
and
go.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, obviously, I think coming off the start here, the snipers are probably going to go pretty big as the gates drop, depending on who defends first. You always want to kind of play off that level 3 sentry, park your sniper up above them, and kind of just see what you can get as the team pushes out here. The first 2 points, I think, are really sort of the crucial points on this map. They give you the time to sort of set up your last defense, your C defense. We've seen teams steamroll over the first 2 points here before, and 2-3 minutes, and then spend the next 15 minutes trying to push into last and end up not even capping. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. These two teams, like I said, are both undefeated, so somebody's going to come out of this with their first loss of the season. One team is going to continue on at 3-0. Kip, you kind of talked about your player to watch. I don't know. I think on this map, I'm going to be watching FaZe a lot. I see snipers being a class that can really sort of change the tide of battle on Upward, can immediately change the momentum with those clutch medic picks, and playing against him in the past, I know that's a guy that's been known to do that. We'll kind of see how it plays out. I don't know a lot about either of the spies this evening. Maybe you do more than I do. Definitely going to be watching Satan for the big air blast kills off the side of the cliff. He's been known to do that in the past. So should be a lot of fun here this evening, and I understand these teams are going to be getting going pretty soon here.
Yeah, and you're talking Powers right there, saying, yeah, absolutely, one of these mainstay Highlander players that is there all the time. He's tagged up with the Wonderful tag, of course, his longtime team, but no, definitely with ET this season. But we are live, so I'll go ahead and start off again. Yeah, everyone, welcome to eXtv's coverage of UGC Platinum Highlander. Sam Kip here with Duder, and we are casting Electric Temptations versus SyOps here on Upward. Already we're seeing a bunch of suicides, yeah.
That's going to cost you $10, by the way. Jeff charges for those now whenever you use the yow.
It's completely worth it.
$10.
Oh!
That's okay, because I'm going to see him a couple days in Philadelphia at the Fights Land, so I'll just pay him in person. Pay him in shots. That's what we're going to do. Teams are setting up, though, like I said, and we've got the engineer starting to build up a little bit under the point right now. He's got his level 2 sentry build up right on the side of the tracks in a nice little protected area. Interesting he's not building it up on the hill. I guess he doesn't want to get any sort of vulnerability there. We've got medics both running Metagun, both fully charged up, ready to go here. Any other shenanigans that I'm missing out on here, Kip? Any weird loadouts or anything we need to talk about before we get started?
You know what? I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Yeah, Kapow just has a regular sticky launcher out there, so we'll keep an eye on this. But this sentry gun's position has turned out to be like the new meta right now for Upward. That's pretty much where all the top NGs are playing. Evil, one of those top NGs, definitely. We do have a bomb in here from Dumbo Man Kapow trying to get in on the side and the flanks, but he runs into Zex and his rockets, and Zex doing a good job taking him out right there.
Yeah, I think that's Ricky, the soldier tagged up as a Zex in there. He jumped in and got a real nice follow-up rocket, but couldn't really do anything with it. Spy sighted out immediately up top here, going to get gunned down by the Heavy. Right now it's looking like the push is a little soft. Cart's not really moving too well. We got a little mini next to it. Heavy's kind of backing up, holding his ground. No medic on him right now. Hold is pretty strong for the red team right now. They've got a nice little defense built up here. This might be tough to crack.
Yeah, and of course Blue not bringing their medic out of spawn yet. Lydia just kind of hanging out, waiting them to get a feel for what's going on. Maybe waiting for that one big pick. Centurion is actually rescue rangered out of the way, so pick up right there from Evil, and he decides to actually move it to just a little bit more protective location, but still kind of far forward right here. So we should be seeing Blue taking advantage of this fact that Red is kind of opening up this area for them.
Heavy's in a great position for ET right now, kind of coming up around the hill. See if the medic makes him rotate back around. They're going to have the blue team SyOps completely caught off guard here. If they can get this push going, both Heavies are literally just kissing sisters with each other right now. Finally, both go down right in each other's faces there, so that's a trade for the Heavies. The fat men down. Soldier jumps in up above trying to get some damage there. Can't quite make anything happen though. Tic Tac taken down by Decimate. Running the Babyface Blaster there. Interesting choice. I don't see a lot of scouts running that. As that level 3 sentry now doing some damage as the Ubers are exchanged though. Level 3 gets picked up. Great work with the Rescue Ranger there as Corsa gets a nice body shot on FaZe. Let's see what we can get from SyOps here. Is they're not really moving that card already. Almost a little over a minute on the clock here. Just see this first point go down in a minute and a half.
Yeah, just really passive, not the type of aggression you usually see out of teams coming right out on Upward. You really want the momentum and continue along, and it looks like Red is actually going to fall back. So ET deciding that even though SyOps isn't coming out super strong, they're just kind of gonna let them have that and set up here on Cliff on this hill right here, which is still a very far forward hold, but it's gonna be it's going to be tough to overcome here with SyOps just not having any momentum.
Yeah, Uber's pretty much dead even right now, Kip. It looks like I think ET might get it by just a second here, a little bit quicker, but not gonna be able to do anything with it. They're probably gonna push right on each other on top of this hill. Cart's still moving down below, just getting inched along. Soldier down there defending it. Nice work by the red heavy here, though. It takes a couple players down. Level 3 gun almost blows the demo man completely off the map. Picked up again with that rescue ranger. Really good work from the red engineer. That's Evil Ted Hello, whoever that is.
That is just evil, and he is pure evil when it comes to engineering. He's got to be, I think, number 2 engineer right now in UGC, actually picking up that sentry gun once more to preserve it to a level 3, so he's just a huge credit to his team, and especially on a payload map like this. 4-4 still holding on to that Uber, so they could potentially pop into blue right now, but really just hanging out and having fun with that sentry gun just absolutely everywhere, it seems.
I can tell you one thing, Kip. Decimate is being an absolute pain in the ass to SyOps right now. He's second on the scoreboard with 9 points, and I've seen him just doing work with this little babyface blaster, or whatever the hell you call that thing, running around getting all those speed boosts from all the damage that he's doing, just having a hell of a time, just pissing him off, basically. That's all he's been doing here. Really nice headshot there by FaZe. We do have the Ubers exchanged once again up on the top of the hill by the B house. Bluebird trying to commit, but really good work by the Pyro there. Tries to blast him away, and the little mini sentry's starting to do some work, paying dividends now, as SyOps does finally gonna get this cart pushed up just a little bit around the corner here. Scout staying back on the cart, doing a good job as the blue team starts to push in the house.
Yeah, interesting to note, neither med has gone down yet, which is actually really, really rare, and considering we're already, 4 minutes into this, but that means the pick classes aren't doing their jobs. As much as it means that the medics are doing a good job, it means that somebody else is not doing a good job, and really that means snipers need to get on. We do see a lot of pressure right here. Satan trying to take down Lydia, but she gets a little bit of help and stays alive, but not usually the class that goes after the medic pick right there, but Satan, giving it a shot, why not?
Yeah, nice big advantage here for SyOps, 25%. They actually already pop it around the corner here. Heavy tries to take the gun down, but it disappears in front of him as Cygnus is pushing around the corner. Engineer almost goes in the pit, can't quite get him. He gets taken down by Decimate there again, still doing work on that little scattergun replacement weapon there. A nice little push there from the blue team, but really countered nicely there by ET.
Yeah, ET's doing a great job here. They counterpop this Uber, bringing in the Scout, actually, flashing between the Soldier, and Pyro got some of that action as well.
Yeah, there's the flare shot right there. Hits him with the glowing tampon gun. Down goes the Engineer right off the cliff there. Nice little work there. He was gonna air blast him off anyway, but he decided to go flare shot instead.
I'm gonna make you pay me $10 for every time you say that.
It's funny. I was actually commenting earlier. I was watching, that new Metro PCS commercial where they have period power.
Oh my goodness.
Kicks the period in the wall. I was thinking, man, why didn't Playtex capitalize on that first? I think they really missed out on that one.
Anyway, back to Team Fortress 2. Soldier for Blue trying to get in there, but Tic Tac gets sniped down. FaZe body shots him out of the position. But Blue did get the super, and they do get the cap there, pushing it through the house right now. Red just barely getting that Uber, and it's immediately popped. Uber exchange here on the third, as there needs to be pressure on this cart while this exchange is going on here. But Blue is bleeding players, and yeah, not going to be able to really make the most out of that, as that sentry gun is still up.
Yeah, Kip, I was going to say they didn't get any of their major damage targets there. The heavy is up, the sentry is still up. I don't know what's going on with the sentry. It's just chilling while there's people walking around. It's not shooting anybody. Finally fires some rockets up there. That thing went into like a little bit of a lapse in judgment or something. I don't know what it was thinking there. Skill machines, I guess, even can get colds just like humans, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, because sometimes it can have that stutter where, like, if you try to get the sapper, it doesn't work.
Nice backstab there from the red. Spy comes in and does take the Engineer down. Probably not who he was going after, but sometimes you got to get that opportunity stab, and he took advantage of it there. Red team's still posting up really nicely. Blue team, SyOps set a pretty slow capture time for the first point, but they've been chugging along the entire time now. FaZe on a six kill streak. Love those new kill streaks. Makes it easy for us casters to know who's doing well.
Yep.
Cygnus goes down there. Looks like the teams are going to feel each other out. Ubers are within about 15% of each other right now, so like a 1.5 second differential. We'll see if the red spy can work in. He's trying to get back behind with that dead ringer, but just not working for him, so he actually ends up walking away.
FaZe getting 7th in a row right there, and Blue Uber is popped and trying to get in there, but the sentry gun just disappears. Another great rescue rangered by Eva right there. Blue Uber is trying to get a little bit of ground out here as it does fade. Cygnus overextends and goes down to the heavy right there, and Blue getting on the cart. We do have that ×3, but being able to take this position about around the corner. So it's pretty successful right there, although 4-4 is holding on to this 100% Uber.
Yeah, and we've got a wrangled level 3 sentry at last here doing some pretty good work. 38 Special finally making his presence known. FaZe now on a 9 kill streak, by the way, Kip. That's pretty impressive here.
Interesting. I think we had a Red Force Uber pop right here, and now we have a Spy versus Medic fight, and 4-4 actually got, oh my god, he got like 3 Uber saws in there.
Cygnus just killed himself with his own reflect, and we saw, I think, our second Medic death of this entire match, 7 or 8 minutes into the round here. That has got to be some kind of record, Kip. I don't know.
I think it definitely does, so really interesting. I would not have expected that with FaZe being in this match, but Lydia has done a great job surviving. So we'll see. They do have this 100% Uber ready to go, and we'll pop it immediately. That sentry gun is either, yep, it is rescued out of the way. The Uber's being flashed all over. Heavy goes in the pit.
No, you can't do that, fat man. You made a bigger dent in that pit. Don't do that. What a letdown. Well, that Uber's pretty much canceled there. That did not work out the way they planned. Medic trapped in the house now. Soldier locking him, drops back down, tries to get another kill. He ends up backing up with his team, gets hit by the little mini sentry a little bit there. Doesn't do much damage. Kip, I'm really surprised when I'm looking at the scoreboard that Satan, the Pyro for red, is on the bottom, and Kapow, the Demo Man for blue, has 3 points right now, Kip.
Wow.
3. Yeah,
wow.
if you had told me Kapow would have 3 points, I would have said, how many seconds into the match will he have that? Not 8 or 9 minutes into this thing. So step it up here, Kapow. You better than that, buddy.
Oh man, really nice play here from Tic Tac. He knew that the sentry gun was picked up, went ahead and rocket jumped to the top, took out the engine. Can he get the sentry gun before it goes to level 3? And he does. So finally, evil down.
Kip, little aggravation showing on the part of the blue team, getting a little mad with the engineer pulling that sentry away. They're getting upset they can't quite take it down here. Cart's pushing in, Scout on it here. Finally, he's jumping back and forth. Can't kill him. Finally goes down there, but the Demo picks it up immediately. Kapow on the cart. All of this lack of performance might not mean anything. If he can capture this here, just him on the cart, it does fall in, so there we go. May not have had the most points, but the points he did score at the end were the most important one there, as they set a 9:25 time, which is lucky, because I was born September 25th, and that clearly means something.
Wow, this planets are aligning. Ladies and gentlemen, buy your lotto tickets tonight, because 925 is the number to beat.
Yep. I don't know. I should probably just go buy one now, actually. Kip, good luck with the rest of the cast. I'll talk to you later.
All right, it's just going to be about engineering, but sure.
I'm kidding. I can't afford a lottery ticket right now. I'm buying a house, so I have no money at all. Anyway, so a 925, and I digress. A 9:25 time isn't too bad on Upward. Probably want to see something a little lower for like an elite time. But, we've seen 12, 13, 14 minutes before in the past. So certainly 9.5 minutes here. Nothing to scoff at. We'll see now what we can do on offense here. It's a pretty okay hold. I think ET looked pretty good there. SyOps looked pretty good. I don't know. I feel like these teams are really feeling each other out right now, Kip. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think whatever happens this round, the next round is going to be much faster. I think the aggression is really going to come out, should be coming out starting here, and I would really like to see a big bomb in here from 38 Special. He's definitely got that capability as a demo man right now, just running forward, keeping 4-4 in spawn right there, so still that awkward, first few seconds of a payload when Medic's not even out there.
Blue Spy here in really good position, dropping down unseen. Oh, nope, Engineer's got him sighted out, so that's not going to work. Sharp there with a couple of really nice kills on 38 Special and Ricky the Soldier. Spy trying to make his way back in here. I'm pretty sure he's been called out, though, so they're going to be watching now. Drops down, thinking what he can do, kind of trying to hide up in this little hole. Oh, and he gets the heavy and the demo. Nice double stab there. Gonna try and make it away, but it's not gonna work out for him. Really nice chain stab there by the Spy, who is going by Surfboard Lagoon. I don't know if that's really who that is or not, but there you go.
That would be Deer.
Deer. So he was definitely not in a headlight as he dropped down there. We do have the blue Uber pushing in, trying to desperately get that sentry. Oh, and it gets rescue rangered away.
These NGs.
There we go. They can give and take, and they're dishing it out just as much as they're taking with that rescue ranger tonight. Really fun to watch that new weapon kind of pay dividends. I guarantee that's banned next year.
You know what? It was doing this last year. It's over a year old. It came out with the last Christmas update, and I think just now engineers are learning how to use it correctly and using it to the best of its ability, and it's scary and it's infuriating to people. So yes, I guarantee we'll be banned next season.
I'm going to attribute that to everyone loving and playing a lot of MVM right now, because that's the only other place I've ever seen Rescue Ranger run is when you're playing MVM. Demo up top though, 38 special, getting a couple of one nice kill there on Corsa. It's going to kill the sniper, so don't have to worry about that as they push in now. But the blue sniper gets blown all the way over to the point and just shat upon there by Tic Tac as he jumps in and ruins his day briefly.
Man, did you see Reggie Lee Dux? I don't know who. That's Snailboat, I believe, as NG. No, not NG. Sorry.
The
heavy
for blue there has been getting these 2 and 3 kills the entire match, and interestingly enough, it's usually on Sharpened Kapow every time he does it, which is kind of funny to watch. Every single time he ends up getting these double kills, and it's always almost the exact same 2 guys there. We got Satan winning a little bit of a battle there, but of course assisted by Reggie Lede.
I guess it's French.
Lede.
He's playing a little bit of roaming heavy role right now. We'll have to stop and take a sandwich break. Lydia's been holding on to this Uber as Blue did pop theirs to get to that point, but now with ET pretty much rolling up the hill right now, Red not really looking like they want to. Yes, they do pop it, actually trying to save Kapow right there, but Kapow is dropped, so the Uber is popped, trying to push forward the heavy, and Soldier just get anything. Because really did not want to pop that there. I don't know what Lydia shouldn't have been so far forward. I don't know. What do you think? Overextension there?
I think it's a medic playing medic. I mean, what are you gonna do? They're just a little spastic at times. You know, it's when you play medic in TF2, you're always kind of in this super protection mode, this survival mode, and sometimes you get that fight or flight response, and you kind of run in the wrong direction, and bad things happen to your face, and that might have been one of those bad things.
Good news is level 3 sentry gun is still up. Lydia stayed alive, so she's going to have actually an Uber advantage right here. So I guess 4-4 went down. I missed that. So that's I
like the work by the blue engineer there, trying to get his little mini sentry up and wrangled and push the cart at the same time. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well for him. He ends up going down. This is a really nice defense right now by SyOps. They're holding this little turn here and not letting them come up that third hill. This is a really crucial defense. They've got a little over 5.5 minutes to go here. Nice kill by Kapow there on Ricky. This is a pretty strong defense, Kip. I think they might be able to hold this for a little while here. If they can get another 2 minutes out of this, I think it's going to set up a really nice last defense.
They did pop this Uber. Look how far SyOps is going in right here, trying to get after the medic 4-4, but 4-4 will survive with 100% Uber. So now Red is overextended. They are falling back, but will they be able to get back into position by the time this blue Uber pushes in is the question.
Oh, sad boys. First railing death. Also a clumsy and painful death. Son, you got to keep it on firm ground. You're going to get made fun of by your team.
Ooh, 4-4 after that Uber Faded goes down to Dog Floaties, who is in perfect position to take him out right there with a backstab. So no heals right now for the blue team, but they are doing a good job keeping the pressure on. 38 special, putting on some nice sticks around the corner, just sending spam that way like crazy. So it looks like they will be able to cap right there and defend the corner. So not terrible news for ET, as they have about a little less than 5 minutes left to capture that last point.
We do have the red Uber popped in here. SyOps coming out with the Demo Man initially Uber. Can't really do anything though. They do end up taking that little sentry gun down and the spy. Not a huge push stopper there, but they are going to retreat back, and I do believe it is last defense time. Already a level 3 gun set up and wrangled at last, so they are in pure delay mode at this point. Stop that cart moving as much as you can. And by the way, Kip, are Dog Floaties an actual retail product you can purchase to keep your canine afloat? And if they fail, can you say later dog?
Oh my god, yes. Just yes on everything of that, yes.
I'm going to have to talk to my marketing people. There may be a lawsuit in the works then.
That is fantastic. I was going to point out that Red was holding way too far forward, but they have since lost their medic and fallen back. So they're trying to just get a really solid forward hold going, but a little bit too much. And Blue is going to pop in here with this Uber sentry gun. Has been wrangled. It's not going to survive, though, and does go down. Really, that heavy Reggie Lede is just spun up and has not unspun. Here comes Sharp Shot.
Surfboard Lagoon is about to backstab the medic. Can't get him, trying to get the butter knife on him. Down to 55 health, and ends up actually getting Uber sawed down there, giving a little bit of charge up to the medic. But doesn't matter though. Everybody's going down. Blue ET on the push right now. The entire team almost getting close on this cart, and it's going to drop in with about a 3-minute advantage to take the first round.
Yeah, a bit of a foregone conclusion right there when you had the time that that SyOps did put up on the first push.
Yeah, it was just it seemed like things after they got that like second point, sort of like they got a little ahead of themselves. The defense just sort of broke down. They started engaging in more 1v1 battles. Right as they got that C point, I felt like the call to fall back may have been lost, and there were a lot of 1v1 and 2v1 battles still happening outside of last point, which basically just spread PsyOps apart, and there really wasn't anything they could do. Cart just kept on moving. Those big wheels, they keep on turning. So Proud Mary just kept on burning, and it was rolling rolling down the river.
On the river, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
I believe ET did win that first round by about, what did you say, about a 3-minute advantage there, Kip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really think they needed about another minute and a half to 2 minutes on that second point to give themselves time to actually, not only physically but mentally sort of prepare for that last defense. And it seems like they could never get it out of that C defense gear. The car was stuck, it was out of control, and just couldn't rein it in quite soon enough. So we'll see what they can do as we get our second set started here. Of course, we play best of 3 sets on Upward. ET leading 1-0. I know you casted with a Euro all day yesterday, so that word probably means something to you. I have no idea what it means. I think it's some sort of wafer. But, yeah, so here we are. Thanks, everybody, joining us tonight. Kip, what were you saying?
I was just going to say, just a shout out to Argo in chat who has posted the logs already. Argo, definitely one of the unsung heroes of ET, just one of those guys who manages the team, doesn't have enough time to play or whatever, but is absolutely the glue that holds ET, formerly Apocalypse Gaming, together. So just shout out to him. But yeah, we do have these logs, and I just want to look real quick at damage and consider what's going on here with these demomen. Actually pretty even, putting out 7,500 each for Kapow and 38 special.
9 total deaths by the medics, by the way, which is pretty damn impressive. That's combined, by the way, 5 and 4 there. That's really good. Good positioning, good support from both teams to keep your medic alive full time there. I'd say that's what made it pretty even, but really it came down to it wasn't that even. We'll see what we can do going forward here.
Yeah, Faye's definitely going big right there. 20 kills to Corsa's 12. And I really think we need to see these demomen step it up if we want to see some faster times, obviously. Need better aggression out of both Kapow and 38 Special. I know they can do it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't mean to, talk down on either demo man, but especially when you're defending on this map, you really sort of expected to do a lot more. And even attacking, I mean, you can be leading Uber pushes with your heavy. I'm just really surprised to see kind of just a lackadaisical approach so far. We'll see if it changes in our second set here, Kip.
Yeah, it looks like we should be going live soon, or maybe we already have a pause, something going here.
Yeah, I could be pausing just to reset the match here. I don't know what's going on. Everybody's floating around, having a good old time swimming in midair and whatnot. Always fun to see players getting their mid-round exercise in, defying the laws of physics and gravity, which is always quite fun.
Pretty much TF2 in a nutshell, defying the laws of physics and gravity.
So, since we've got a minute, who was your player of the first set there? Who's your pick to click?
You know what, I'm not quite sure. FaZe on offense had a kill streak. I think it was it... Or maybe
I saw 9 on defense,
I think. Or maybe it's defense, okay. So it's crazy. But, if you're looking at Corsa, he's about tied with points right there. So... And I don't know. He's just not having those big plays that I know he can, but I think that's to the point where there's just that opportunity isn't providing itself because there's not that aggression and the action and that close... Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. I'm not really going to call one. What about you?
I got to split it between 2 guys. My boy Decimate came out big to start the game off and just had a round. And the guy who ran it home, rounded third, headed home, slid in... My frog friend, Reggie Ledoux, threw down 27 kills to 9 deaths while producing damage that could, on a calculator, be called boob, but in this case, it's 8,008, 448 DPM, which is just really, really impressive. So, Decimate, good job to start it off. Reggie Ledoux shut the door, though. That was a really good performance from the heavy there.
maybe I should give some love to the medics, because you know what, dying a total for both of them 9 times is outstanding in Platinum. It's not like they're not getting bombed. It's not like the spies aren't good. It's that, you know, they're doing absolute amazing work right here. We actually are getting word that...
Yeah, as you're complimenting the medics, the reason we're paused right now is because SyOps med crashed. So it's interesting. Nobody says anything about the medics because they're doing their job and not dying, but as soon as they screw up, it's all the medics' fault. So welcome to TF2.
That sounds about right, yeah. But that is
exactly.
Lydia, and she was actually last in the server, so I'm wondering if she's having like computer problems or something, which would really suck, but hasn't shown because she's been doing a good job staying alive.
There's a song name that was really popular back in the day, I think by John Travolta. I think Staying Alive.
You're
maybe.
the one that I want? Oh.
Yes, no, that's Greece. No,
okay.
Or that's the country with the failing economy. I don't know. One of the two. John Travolta's the reason for Greece's economic collapse. I don't know. And 9/11 was an inside job too, but that's okay. You know, we don't need to get into that discussion tonight.
Well, we do have a pause. I did want to tell you about the name, the history behind the name Dog Floaties, because I had to ask him, and I did ask him once. And apparently in high school, and I think he's still in high school, they had the assignment of they had to make the most useless product ever, and so he decided that his useless product would be dog floaties, because dogs obviously can swim and don't need floaties. So that was his product. So there's a story behind that. I like your interpretation of it better, though.
Yeah, it's funny. When I was a kid, we had a basset hound. We've always had basset hounds in my family, and we just moved into a new house in Pennsylvania. We lived in Pittsburgh for a while, and they had an in-ground pool in the back. We went and looked at it, and the first thing the dog did was try and jump in the damn pool. And 9-year-old me, of course, is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go save the dog." Mind you, it's the middle of January, and it's like frozen everywhere, so I am not a smart person, but I love that dog, and that dog could have used some dog floaties. That's the whole story I was getting at. I'm sorry it went on this long. I don't even know anymore.
All right, we are live. I was told that my yow was weak, so I'm going to do it again. Yow, everyone! Welcome back to the second half, and that's another $20
again. Yeah,
I think I said it twice.
Put it on the tab, I guess.
All right, next one's gonna have a couple drinks on me and fights. But yeah, so we are back with the second round. ET is in the lead, 1-0. So definitely in the pressure building right now for SyOps to bring something this round, and I think they absolutely have to put forth a really concrete defense here on first.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll see what they can do. I mean, the teams have had a solid round against each other, and I think we're going to see some interesting strategery this time around, Kip. I think we're going to might see, we talked earlier asking, like, is anybody running anything weird? I don't really see anything quite yet. Both meds are running normal metagun. Pretty similar sentry positioning here is from SyOps that we saw from the ET team the first round. So we'll see what they do as the gates drop and teams are coming out. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is being led 1-0 in the favor of ET right now. SyOps is on defense, ET on the push. Kip, take away the action.
I was told again that my yow is weak, and I'm offended, and I don't know if I can continue. But no, we do have blue team pushing out here. Time to steer in the cart, so they are coming out with that strong forward momentum. Still 4-4 though, back in spawn. As still kind of feeling things out right now. Level 3 sentry gun is up and being wrangled.
But this brave little mini sentry trying to do something. Can't make it happen though, unfortunately. We see some nice action coming in here, but not a lot of death. Teams really kind of just playing this kind of passive, Kip. I expected more jumps, more action, more danger, and we're seeing pretty vanilla Highlander play right now. I'm kind of surprised from these two teams.
Yeah, we did see Ricky trying to put some good spam on the sentry gun, and he did because Cygnus went down, so Cygnus was not able to reflect that. But sentry gun was being rescue rangered from a distance, and I think that may be one of the reasons that we're not seeing this in-your-face, jumping, complete, total James Bond aggression.
We do see an Uber pop finally here. It looked like we actually had the defensive Uber forced. Right now, ET's still holding that Uber. Medic coming up around the left side, getting jumped a little bit by the soldier. Can't quite do anything with it, though. That Uber is finally popped. They are going to push in and probably try and target this gun. Red Demo Man still in behind, causing a trouble. He ends up going down there, causing a trouble. Really, Duder? Causing trouble. As they continue to push the cart up, finally getting that thing going. They're leaving the scout back and going to push up the hill, see what they can do here.
Again, though, that sentry gun was rescue rangered out of there, and Negro Jims, I haven't talked at all about him, but he's one of those really amazing engineers as well. Just really, really smart, and we're absolutely seeing that. But I think the fact that this there's constantly a level 3 up, is really kind of putting these more offensive classes in a more passive role.
Yeah, I see TikTok was kind of walking around the B house there wanting to do something. I know the way that he thinks a little bit, and that guy's getting frustrated. Here he goes with a big jump in, takes FaZe down there. He's still alive, though. Nice little jump around, picks up the health, going 1v1 with a Pyro on the side here. Gets a rocket in, can't quite do anything. Does get the Pyro from a nice little angle where he couldn't reflect anything. Gonna try and make his way back. He's got 177 health. He might not be done yet. Jumping in one more time, gets another kill there, and comes in and forces the Uber. What a crazy little sequence there for TikTok. Finally getting something done and really exercising all that frustration as the medic gets blasted off and ends up strafing back around. What a beautiful air strafe there. Things are finally picking up, Kip.
Oh my goodness, Cygnus took a run off the side. Yeah, now we're seeing this balls to the wall aggression and action. Sentry Gun went down and all that chaos and is slowly being built up again, but now this is the time for this blue team for ET to just pull at all stops and just get in their face, get in SyOps' face and really make them nervous. They don't have these heals. 4-4 just got back up, but they do have a teleporter and should be back to the front line soon to really get something moving here.
I don't know, I feel like the entire red team is kind of being expressed, their frustrations are being expressed in what TikTok's doing right now. He is just going absolutely insane with these wall jumps, like double rocket wall jumps, trying to get anything done. Seems like his team's been playing a little bit stale, and now that TikTok's coming out and doing a little bit more, seems like all of SyOps has actually picked up a little bit here as they're being super aggressive with this hold, poking out, getting a kill here and there, setting a really good time. The cart's actually moving backwards right now. It's going to get hit by this mini sentry, and then stop it there. Really smart play from the engineer to kind of build off that and stop it, but he gets backstabbed there. That sentry gets sapped, so that cart's going to start moving back again pretty soon here.
Lydia does pop her Uber. She'd been holding onto it for a while, but the Sentry Gun was moved out. No, actually, Sentry Gun went down right there. Uber was popped to push Blue out of the way. 4-4 got out of the way alive barely, and we'll have the 100% Uber for an immediate re-push right there.
Yep, and they're getting in their faces here, Kip.
Yep. That's what they need to do.
Not entry down yet, though. This, okay, finally come back and pick it up there. Satan's like, hey, wait a minute. There's something we may have forgotten about. Gotta go back and take it down here. We do have Decimate, I believe, working in behind him. I'm sorry, that's Sad Boys getting taken down there by Ricky. So I thought that was enemy scout back in behind him. No. Cart continues to push on here, Kip. Good time set, 419 for the first 2 points. See what it's gonna be interesting to see what SyOps decides to do here. Another big jump in by TikTok. Can't do anything with that one though. He's starting to play a little bit more free. I think they're loosening the reins on him right now, Kip.
I think it's a good idea. I like it. It puts the pressure on ET right now to keep the pressure on, and when there's pressure from both sides, then that's when it gets fun and you have the better times. 4-4 though did survive it with is gonna have this 100% Uber soon.
I don't know, Kip. It's been my experience when you put the pressure on ET, he tends to phone home.
Oh, I can't believe it took us that long for you to make ET joke. Anyway, we do have both Ubers popped. A little bit of flashing going around here as Blue is actually going to fall back. ET didn't want to overextend right there. Probably a good move, but nobody going down in that Uber exchange. Just a lot of air blasting and a lot of standoffish, like just kind of baby slaps, not really doing any damage.
Yeah, I don't know, Kip. I feel like ET is really phoning it in.
Oh, okay.
God, that one actually physically hurt me. I'm sorry. We're done with those for now.
Oh, really? That's a shame.
I know. I'm sorry, folks. I know you want more, but I just can't do it to myself. I can't do it to you either. I care too much about the viewer.
Your health is what's most important.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
That's so,
4-4 almost caught out right there, running for the Sentry Gun, but it was being wrangled, so it didn't have a sight or aim on him. But 4-4, we'll have this Uber ready to go soon, and we're gonna have maybe just another one of these little Uber exchanges that does absolutely nothing.
It's interesting to see ET just kind of leaving 1 or 2 players back on the car right now. Finally gets a scout up there. Oh, but Sad Boys takes 38 special off, and they both jump off the cliff.
Ooh.
Just the engineer has been on the cart this entire push right now, and it keeps just getting its way up and then falling all the way back down, inching its way back up and falling all the way back down. Finally, they bring the scout in to help support this poor engineer who's been back here trying to push this thing up by himself. Animates, and it's, oh, come on! Stay on the cart! There you go. Good job, fellas. Now you got 1 more to go. Get it done.
And while he was pushing the cart, he was also wrangling that mini sentry, take down the level 3 sentry. There were only 3 up right there for the defensive team. They just got some respawns, but SyOps not in a great position right here, kind of left scrambling as the point is capped right there. Both Ubers are popped, and kind of a cluster, you-know-what, around point right here as Blue Pyro is pushing in right now. Satan trying to get something going, but he is being wrangled by the mini-sentry and just hook up with his medic. I don't even know what happened there with that Uber push. I think both combos met each other.
That wasn't a mini, by the way. That's the level 1. They just haven't quite gotten it built up yet, and they're trying to do some work with that level 1 right now. Slaughter jumps in, takes the medic down. Lydia goes down to Ricky's big rocket there. That is unfortunate. She rode that one the wrong way and couldn't quite get out of the way of the next one. No comment on that pun, please.
So with the heals advantage, about 50% Uber advantage right now for ET. They have to make sure to keep this Met alive if they want to use that, but oh look, from behind comes Dogflow. He's taken down 38 special. He does get taken out, but 4-4 out of the picture as well.
Kip,
just heavy on the... No, what's Duder? What?
So many players up right now for SyOps, but that cart just pushed a quarter of the way in with no one stopping it. The heavy was just chilling there, pushing that thing, and nobody wanted to stop him. I should say a quarter. It got 3/4 of the way in, and that heavy just was chilling, just hanging out. Here we go, Medic and Scout on the cart right now. Where is the red team? That cart is going to drop in. What happened with that defense, Kip? No one was there.
Yeah, it just kind of fell apart, and I think Killamal really picked up on the fact that there was just no cart awareness from the defensive team, so he's just like, you know what, I have a lot of health, I'm just going to sit on this cart and continue going. It's just kind of like Dead Ringer Spies sometimes when they just pull out that DR and just continue sitting on that cart. So it's a good move from him to, like you said, get it 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah.
And then all it took was an overhealed Scout on it with his medic, pushed it a little further there. And
he was untouched for 30 seconds on that cart. I couldn't believe it when I was seeing it, and I'm sitting here going, is someone gonna stop this guy? I mean, it's the biggest, most obvious guy in the entire field of play, and he's just hanging out pushing this cart like, no big deal. So interesting little brain fart there, I guess. We'll see what happens when we get our next push here in 1 minute and 3 second time. Shout out to anybody who's born August 3rd, I guess. I don't know, because we did that last time. So
my nephew was.
Shout out to Kip's nephew, everybody.
There we go.
Blow up Twitch chat. Shout out to Kip's nephew. Blow it up.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
We did receive word that apparently you have the same birthday as Get a Whale.
Fantastic. I guess equal awesome talents are born alike. I don't know.
Anyway.
So here we are, doors dropped, timer started. We've got both medics still running the medigun. I'm kind of surprised neither team has wanted to roll Crits Krieg off the start. I might understand why, but just to switch it up a little bit, maybe we'll see something crazy a little bit later. Once again, really sort of vanilla loadouts. We're not seeing a lot of craziness. Everybody's just kind of playing really passive here, Kip. This is not what I expected. Big jump in, though, from Kapow there, down to 3 health. And he craters. He craters, Kip. Kapow craters.
With dignity. He cratered with dignity, so there you have that. We did have a nice backstab by Deer taking down Sharp Shot, the heavy right there, so a little bit of aggression paused on the cart as it is kind of stuck there. Remember, we did have a time of, it was like 8 minutes and something.
Yeah,
so it's not a bad time.
Yeah, we do see ET being a little more aggressive with their hold here, getting a lot of players playing up. Spy trying to come in right now. Oh, can't quite get the backstab before 38 Special takes Kapow down. They're holding pretty far forward here, up on the front hill, top of the stairs, which is kind of surprising. Usually most teams like to hold a little further back, but I guess they're feeling a little aggro, a little cocksure right now, Kip. I think they're wanting to sort of, as I've said before, assert their dominance here. They're feeling a little comfortable. Let's see if this ends up biting them in the ass here.
Yeah, so far nothing really. Yeah, we do have the blue medic coming out of spawn right there, pushing the cliff. Uber is popped. Zap goes down to the sentry gun, and some stickies explode right on top of it. Perfect timing, so Sentry is out of this picture right now. Some really nice aggression right here from Satan, trying to get down the medic. Does go down, but did succeed in kind of breaking up the combo and breaking up their flow. They will get onto the cart, and some stickies continue to be sent to after 4-4. But he does manage to get away with the rest of his team onto the cliff, so it looks like this will be the first point for SyOps. But ET still
Yeah, they're bringing this
falling
fight
back.
up the hill, though. They are bringing this fight up the hill right in their faces, and these teams are not wanting to back off each other. And the Spy comes in and makes Sharp the Heavy pay for it there. Nice little backstab. Getting a little too aggro, not watching your back there. Gave a perfect opportunity for the Spy to come in and do some real damage. And now the defense is going to get set up. We've got almost full Uber, about 15% away here on the ET's Uber, and they are going to be wanting to get aggressive, I think, here, Kip. I think they're going to want to push this in right away here. I don't think they're going to be holding this one back.
No, definitely not. And this is really interesting positioning right here out of ET, just so far forward. FaZe with the headshot.
What? Wow, FaZe with the headshot. Surfboard Lagoon with the backstab. That's Deer with the big backstab there. And here comes Red Team, ET. They're turning it up to 11 here, Kip. They're coming around the corner and getting up in the face of SyOps. 5 minutes left here. Cart's still sitting down in the tunnel in a perfect position. This might be all she wrote unless we see some drastic change of tactic here from the SyOps team.
I want to see crits.
Yeah, I mean, I think you get one more Uber, but you got so much time right now. You're going to play it pretty solid until you have about 4 minutes left. I think they've got one more Uber left in them, and then will be interesting to see if they do switch it up. Got to get the medic pick, and the soldier tries to, but just can't get it done there.
Some really nice reflective work by Satan to take him out of the picture. Did see 38 Special going down, and Reggie the Heavy is down as well, so some of these heavier classes down for the defensive team, and Lydia does have this 100% Uber, so we'll see if they... Oh, Kapow goes down. So with that pick, they push... defensive team pushes in with the red Ubers. They're really interesting, and they force that pop out of blue. Great decision right there.
Can't even put 2 bullets on that sentry either. Wow,
now
that's... Sorry, go ahead, Kip.
Just saw Deer trying to get in, almost getting that pick on Lydia, but not able to do so. But yeah, they weren't even close to that sentry gun, and like we've been seeing, the sentry gun has... Where that stands, that's where the defense stands.
Big jump in by Ricky on the medic here. Gets a second rocket off and does end up actually taking down Lydia. So there's the medic pick. Let's see if they decide to come up on the crit streak here, Kip. Running out of time, just over 3.5 minutes left. Don't have the B point yet. We've got 2 points to go in 3.5 minutes. We're getting into no man's land here. The point of no return. They stay on the metagun. Interesting decision. I don't know. There might be a sense of defeat here. I don't feel like that's the right decision, but you know, sometimes you got to swing for the fences, and in this case, I think the fences might be a little too far away from SyOps.
Oh, I want to make a baseball joke, but I really have nothing right now.
Oh, you can make one. Just say Chicago Cubs. It works every time. And I'm a Cubs fan. I'm allowed to say that. It's okay. And I have a feeling SyOps might be feeling like the Cubs right now as they drop their pyro.
Oh, man.
And they're getting an Uber pushed on him. So the red team, Cardinals, pushing in on the blue team, Cubs. And this is making me feel very uncomfortable, Kip.
You know what? It's just a good, strong farm system that they've built up over the years that have really allowed ET to be put in this position and led by a great manager that they have in Argo.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you have to listen to Joe Buck all the time, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. We do see an Uber push coming in here. It's expired before it can do anything. Scout does come in and take the sentry down upside. That was actually Kapow and the Scout combining to take that down. And we are going to see a little bit of a push with just under 2.5 minutes left. They've got to get all their players on the cart all the time. Red Soldier comes in, takes Dog Floaties down. Just not putting it together here, Kip. It seems like SyOps a little disjointed. I think the time might have gotten to him a little bit here. I've called it wrong before, but I have a feeling that SyOps might just be playing out garbage time right now.
We'll see. 38 Special getting a nice 2K right there, taking down Sad Boys and Nico Jims. We still have this interesting position by the blue combo. They're up in the house with about 60%, but the entire red team knows they're there. Now they're being targeted down. It's 38 Special sending some sticks Lydia's way, but Cygnus intercepts it with his face. That's very kind of him. Lydia does take a ton of damage. Meanwhile, of course, it does get the body shot on 4-4, so no med for the defensive team. If this is the time to push, this might be the time.
Yeah, you can push all you want, but with 1 minute and 40 seconds and 3 players on the card, I don't think it's mathematically possible to win this round. So I do think we are going to see this end up going in the favor of ET, who will more than likely remain undefeated. They do have the Uber coming in. Maybe the miracle can happen. The upward miracle here in week 3 of UGC Season 12. But Kip, I don't know. I've seen some crazy things in my life. I don't think it's possible to push the cart 2 more points in 1 minute and 11 seconds, but hey, I'm usually wrong, so what do I know?
Well, I always say that the heavens could open up and Gabe himself could come down here and take out the last third of the track and move the ending to right in front of where the cart is right now, and that could be the end of it. And you'd have to do it because that's what Gabe says. So there's still that possibility.
Huge props to both teams for playing this out, not dropping the early GGs. Always hate to see that when it comes out at like 3 or 4 minutes left or something. Definitely a valiant effort from SyOps right now, doing everything they can. They're going to push that damn cart as far as they can because everything is just about pride right now. And this is a great team, undefeated this season. Nice jump in by the Soldier. Goes for a little mini air shot there. Tic Tac with a nice shot on phase there. Proves he's still a pretty damn good soldier. He gets taken down by Decimate there. The cart unprotected. Counter ticking down. 20 seconds left. Kip, it is all over but the shouting, my friend.
Or are we done shouting? Oh, or there's still shouting to happen. Okay, good.
Oh, implying it's all over but the shouting means the shouting has not yet begun. And I just really hope, speaking of shouting, that the momos were clean and these two teams continue to perform really well this season, because I know we've got a lot of really good things in store for us this season at UGC, as this one does go down 2-0 in favor of ET. SyOps was valiant in their effort, but just couldn't quite respond to the aggression of the extraterrestrials, or testimonials, or temptations. Electric temptations.
There we go.
I was bound to get it right eventually. There's only so many words in the dictionary that start with ENT.
Oh, go home, Duder.
But that would imply that I have a phone to do so with, which, oh, look, I do have one, so maybe we will do that.
Alright, I think we're done here. Do you want to call a player of the match? I'm going to say...
Do we have our new stats up first, though? I want to see our new stats.
Do we have that? I haven't heard about this.
I haven't seen anything yet. But, I mean, just going off of my gut... Ooh, I don't know. Medics were strong, like you said. I think those are definitely the unsung heroes of this match. You certainly don't want to fault them for trying, because they did a really great job. Both medics. Shout out to both medics. I'll tell you, Tic Tac really turned it on. That second round looked really, really good. I don't think we can really give Tic Tac the man of the match, so to say. I don't know. I say we give it to the meds. You don't go 9 deaths in a full set of Upward being bad, so let's do that. Give it to the medics.
Alright, there we go. Lydia and 4-4, nicely done. Alright, so I think, is that it for us tonight?
Just a quick shout out to our Patreon campaign, patreon.com/eXtv. There will be a link in chat. Please do support us. This cast will be up on YouTube, or if you're watching it on YouTube, hello, I'm Duder, that's Kip. Hope you've had fun. We're trying to get as much content out as possible, and you guys can definitely help us do that by helping us go part or full-time or whatever. If you're not watching this on YouTube, do check out the YouTube, youtube.com/comft. Kip, I understand you also have a YouTube channel.
I do, thank you for asking. I am YouTube/Falafel1066, FALAFEL 1066. And yeah, do lots of Highlander coverage. Love to cast it.
You need to get somebody to actually sing that as a little jingle at the beginning of each of your casts.
That would be adorable. Are you volunteering?
No, I'm not, because I promise you don't want to lose viewers, so we're not going to do that.
Alas. All right. Well, I think that's about it for us tonight. Duder, thanks so much for joining me, or thank you for letting me help you out tonight.
No, it was my pleasure to join you, Kip. Absolutely had a fun time doing this. We can probably improve it, I think. I can certainly improve my part, and I hope we get a chance to do it again really soon right here on eXtv. Shout out to Cold for the production tonight. Really great job. Cast looked great. I was watching it in preview, and you did a really good job, buddy, so keep up the good work. Guys, please tune in. I believe we've got some more Highlander coverage coming up on Monday, obviously. Check out Xtine's Twitter, twitter.com/eXtelevision. I'm at Duder_XTV. Kip, I believe, is at the same as her YouTube channel, correct?
Indeed.
Sing it again for me.
FALAFEL 1066.
All right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the procedurals. You know how to get a hold of us. So I will close it out here. My name has been Duder. That's been Kip. Thanks to everybody for tuning in to X Television's coverage of UGC Season 12 Platinum between the Electric Temptations and SyOps. Very good match. Had a lot of fun. We will see you guys next time. As I always say, apparently this is my new thing now that I'm not Xtine. It's getting a little old, so I'm probably going to stop it soon. Anyway, only the second one tonight. Later, dogs.